Retirement Education Edition Pension Plan Part 1. Today we will discuss, what are pension plans, how do they work, history of pensions and issues with pensions today. What is a pension plan? Is an employee benefit plan established or maintained by an employer or by an employee? Employee organization, such as a union, or both. Example, a company may offer you a percentage, for example give of 50% of your salary throughout your retirement. How do pension plans work? Pensions are typically defined benefit plans that guarantee employees a certain level of income in retirement. In exchange, the employee dedicates a portion of their working life to the company offering the pension plan. Pensions are typically defined benefit plans that guarantee employees a certain level of income in retirement. In exchange, the employee dedicates a portion of their working life to the company offering the pension plan. For example, a company may offer you a percentage, say about 50% of your salary throughout your retirement. So say if you earn $60,000, you may receive $30,000 yearly in retirement. The history of a pension plan started back during the U.S. Revolutionary and became popular in the mid-20th century. When some pension plans began to fail, Congress passed a law called the Employee Retirement Income Security Act, ERISA. After some pension programs began to fail, the government enacted the Employee Retirement Income Security Act, ERISA. ERISA made pension plans more secure by establishing legal participation, accountability, and disclosure requirements. It also included guidelines for vesting, limiting the vesting schedule to within 10 years or less. Issues with pensions today. Many state and local pension systems are facing funding crisis. The average U.S. public pension plan cannot cover a quarter of its obligations to provide pension benefits to current, retired, and former employees, and 17 systems are unable to cover more than half of their obligations. Companies getting away from pensions. Companies have been ditching defined benefit pension plans for decades, many of them shifting instead to defined contribution plans like 401ks that require workers to kick in a percentage of their checks. In 1970, about 45% of U.S. private workers had a pension, according to the American Society of Pension Professionals and Actuaries. By 2022, that was down to 11%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, while 48% had defined contribution plans. 3M in January 2024 announced the opposite. It will freeze its U.S. pension plans for non-union employees at the end of 2028. Future workers will be shifted to 401k plans as part of a long-running 3M strategy to move away from pensions. By 2022, pensions were down to 11%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, while 48% had defined contribution plans, like a 401k. Meanwhile, the United Auto Workers tried to get General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis to return to traditional pensions when the union carried out the longest auto strike in half a century this fall. Pensions did not return, as most experts predicted, but the new contracts quietly opened the door for a unique way for autoworkers to opt to set aside a chunk of their 401k savings into a lower-cost annuity for a more predictable stream of income in retirement. The automakers refused to return back to pensions, but UAW President Shawn Fain signaled that he'll push for pensions again when the new contracts expire in 2028.